Oh, hello everyone, welcome to the latest edition of Nathbet. Hope you're all very well and still counting those profits from last week. Of course, the Nathbet safe double came in, so happy days there. Treble just missed out by one, fourfold the same, so very close to getting a clean sweep. Fortunately, that didn't happen on this occasion, but at the same time, plenty of profit. That's what we like to see, but we are greedy here. We do like to get the treble and the fourfold in, and we haven't got that yet this year, so that means that we're long overdue. Let's make sure that we get that. We've got some nice prices this week. It is a difficult week, I must admit. There has been some weeks where I do feel a lot more confident than others. Just temper your stakes slightly this week because there are some really difficult and games, and like we know at Nathbet, I don't tip 1 to 4s, 2 to 3s, 2 to 7s. It's just not what I do. You know, I don't tip the really short odds and the heavy favourites. We like to find some value here. But it's been difficult this week, to be honest. But without further ado, I still think we've got some nice prices. I still think we've got some nice bets. So let's go on with a double. First of all, top of the table, Championship, another win in midweek for Brighton. Brighton against Preston North End. Preston in and out, a decent result actually in midweek, and they're definitely not as bad as they were at the start of the season, but at the same time, Brighton is the team to go for. They're the hot hand at the moment, and to be honest, not one of my favourite sides in the world, but at the same time, you know, you can't knock their form, and especially at home, they've been top draw, so 4 to 5, nearly even money for them to beat Preston. I'm going to back that one, so make sure we put that in our safe double them up with. They finally got a win, didn't they? We tipped them last week, Chelsea. They weren't amazing, I must admit, against Aston Villa, but at the same time, they did show the qualities that I think that Mourinho and the squad have lacked as of late. So they go to West Ham, and West Ham's away form has been a lot better than their home form this season under Slaven Bilic, and I feel that Chelsea will continue that. Yes, they did play midweek, so they might be a little bit tired compared to West Ham, but at the same time, they did rest the likes of Eden Hazard did play, you know, midweek, but missed out at the weekend. So there's a few players who've got a point to prove, and I do think that they should be able to get past West Ham, beat them by a goal or two. Even money about West Ham, so we're going to take them to win that one. So Brighton, Chelsea, 3.3 to 1 double. Make sure you back that. Now, if you want to win £1,000 exclusively at Nathbet, make sure you retweet these tips and tag a friend into those tips. You can win £1,000 if 3 of the top ranging goal scorers score the first goal this week. So make sure you do that, and you will get a special text if you are the lucky winner. And if those 3 men score, you can see those 3 people score on Nathbet.com website. You will win £1,000 cold hard cash. On with the treble then. Stoke against Watford is the first bet in our treble, 22 to 19. So odds against there. Stoke, pretty good record at home under Mark Hughes. Watford, I fear for Watford, to be honest. I think that their home form has been a little bit worrisome of late, and the away form has been one of the poorer sides in the Premier League, really travelling on the road. So Stoke, I think, at 22 to 19, after a little bit of a blip, will come good on this occasion. Now, I said it was a difficult week, and that's why we've got 3 tips that we've got going in the FA Cup this weekend. Forest Green at Margate. We're going to back Forest Green second in, the leading, the National League at the moment, and at 7 to 10, we expect them to go to Margate with a full strength side and win. Exactly the same with Grimsby Town, one of the favourites to get promoted this season. They go to Harrogate. It's a bit of a local derby on that front, and probably be a more difficult game. 11 to 17 about Grimsby, but they have cluttered with excellent players and players with plenty of league experience. So to go to a non-league club like Harrogate, who will be hoping for a famous FA Cup upset, I think that might be struggling on the cards for them. So 11 to 17, we're going to back Grimsby Town. So Stoke, Forest Green, and Grimsby gives us a 5 to 1 treble on that one. Now, Arsenal against Everton, we're not tipping them this week because I do fancy Arsenal. They're at too skinny a price. But if you want 6 to 1 on Arsenal, which is obviously massive, a £5 bet, you open a new account with Coral, they will give you a 6 to 1 price on Arsenal. If you lose the bet, they'll give you £20 absolutely free. So it's absolutely no-brainer, really, exclusively to Nathbet, that offer. So make sure you do click on the Coral icon, which is all over Nathbet at the moment. Open an account. If you want 6 to 1 on Arsenal to beat Everton, this is your place to do it. On with the fourfold then, and we are into League 2 now. Oxford against Barnet. Oxford, the form side, not only in the league in League 2, but also in the whole entire Football League. Against Barnet, who don't travel particularly well. 2 to 1 is not the price. That's something I looked at earlier on. 11 to 8 is the price about Oxford, so we're going to take them to beat Barnet on this occasion. Now, 2 to 1, I did say there was a price there, and that is for another special account offer for Coral. Sunderland against Newcastle, a pretty tasty derby, plenty of yellows, plenty of reds. guaranteed on that occasion. If you do think there is going to be one, then make sure you open an account with Coral, because you will get a 2-to-1 exclusive offer with them if there is one yellow card shown. Now, I think there'll be a yellow card shown in the first 10 minutes in this game. Very tasty encounter, like I say, so pretty much free money, really. If you want to open an account, make sure you do it through Nathbet, and you can get that price 2-to-1 on a yellow card in the Sunderland and Newcastle game. Now, I said the FA Cup, we had 2 in the treble, we've got 1 in the fourfold as well. Cheltenham go to Havant and Waterlooville in this one, and we're going to back Cheltenham at 7-10. Third best and running away the National League, those top 3 teams. So we do back them all away from home. I think they're both nice prices. So Cheltenham to go there and win, I think, is a nice price in the fourfold. Exeter, again, it's Notts County. Notts County travel very well away from home, but Exeter are on a good run themselves, and at 13-8, pretty much our biggest price of the afternoon, I think, on Saturday. Is something that we're going to take. Exeter have got a couple of key players back, in Notts County picked up a couple of suspensions as of late as well. So 13-8 about Exeter is what we're going to take. Finish it off with Spurs against Bournemouth. This was a tricky one, actually, but at 6-5, I'm going to back Spurs. The class act really in the side end, they are unconvincing, sometimes away from home, but Harry Kane started to find his feet in front of goal, and I think that at 6-5, odds against or even money, I think that it's too good a price to turn down, really, against the Bournemouth side under Eddie Howe that are going to struggle all season. Yes, they are going to get points here and there and the odd win, but I don't think Spurs will be one of them. So at 6-5, we're going to take them. So that's Oxford, Cheltenham, Exeter and Spurs, 17-1 fourfold. Again, that's best price with Coral. So make sure you bet those. Have a great week, and our NFL tips will be on Friday afternoon. Take care. Bye-bye.